what's up, everyone? This is Ren with Dance with My Demons podcast. Are you looking to start a podcast? Then let Buzzsprout be the way. Today is a great day to start your own podcast. Whether you're looking for a new marketing channel, have a message you want to share with the world, or just think it would be fun to have your own talk show. Podcasting is an easy, inexpensive, and fun way to expand your reach online. Buzzsprout is hands down the easiest and best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. Your show could be online and listed on all the major podcast platforms like Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and many more, just within minutes of finishing your recording. Podcasting isn't hard when you have the right partners, and the team at Buzzsprout is passionate about helping you succeed. Join over 100,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout to get their message out to the world. With Buzzsprout, you can create something great together. Follow the link in the show notes, which lets Buzzsprout know we sent you. Buzzsprout will send you a $20 Amazon gift card if you sign up for a paid plan, and it's sent after a second paid invoice. And it helps support our show as well. Buzzsprout, the best way to create a great and professional podcast. Later.
Hey, what's up? I'm Ren, the host of Dance with My Demons podcast. Are you looking to start a podcast? Then let Anchor be the way. With Anchor's creation tools, you can record and edit right from your smartphone and personal computer. Anchor offers 100% free hosting and distribution, so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. Anchor allows you to make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Who doesn't want to make money, right? Anchor has everything you need to make a successful podcast all in one place. Anchor, the easiest way to make a podcast ever. Just download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. And don't forget to check out my podcast at anchor.fm/dancingwithmydemons69 and on Spotify, Dancing with My Demons. See you all soon. Later. Bye. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Ren with Dance with My Demons podcast. I'm back again for another episode. This one, episode 5, I've titled Peace of Mind, Searching for Quiet in a Wires Crossed World. Probably one of the things, being bipolar myself and dealing with mental illness, I search for the most is some peace of mind. Anybody with a mental illness would tell you, in your brain, there's a lot going on. There's like a million thoughts and a million things going on up there. And it makes it real difficult to focus. So, you definitely put more attention on the focus so you'll be able to function. But throughout the years since I've been diagnosed, you're always looking for something extra, something more to help the peace of mind, to give you peace of mind and to help you deal with life in a calmer and slower way. And as a kid growing up, religion was, a part of my upbringing. I grew up in a Roman Catholic family, and to me, growing up in it almost felt like force-fed, like you had to do it because, your family's doing it. And the messages were very rigid and very, like too many rules. And it seemed like if you did anything wrong, you were damned to hell or whatever it may be. And it was just very confusing to me as a kid. And then when I was about 10 years old, somebody who was near and dear to me, my grandfather, passed away. And I remember thinking at that time when I was 10, thinking to myself, how could God let somebody that I love so dearly let suffer and pass away and take away from me? So religion was just very confusing to me. It wasn't until I got out on my own, I became an adult, and I was making choices of my own. I was no longer living under my parents' roof and, getting choices made for me. I was making my own choices at this point. And at that particular time, I definitely disconnected from religion. I think I just shied away from it because it was just too much. It just seemed too much going on and too much confusion with it. And I guess having that independence and freedom to make those choices, I didn't want to have anything to do with it at that point. It took a lot to try to figure it out. It wasn't until I was diagnosed with bipolar, and probably a few years even after that, that I started to search again for peace of mind. And part of that started with the search of religion and God and other avenues. I discovered Tao Te Ching, which is a Chinese philosophy, which is supposed to help with peace and harmony and bring calm into your life. It was when I was searching for those outlets that I guess I created my own, I guess, hybrid religion, or whatever you want to call it. It's my faith. I literally call it my faith. But it's a combination. It's probably a combination of my relationship with God, which I had to kind of like start a new relationship with God, because the one I grew up with, it was just so confusing. And I reached out and I started my own relationship with God and how I was feeling about him, and kind of giving part of myself to him to be able to get peace of mind in return. But at the same time, I was also, like I said, taking in other outlets, Tao Te Ching, the Chinese philosophy. That was a big part of my life, and it still is. It's still something that I keep in me at all times. And then I also discovered something called Bushido. It's Japanese. It's called Way of the Warrior. But it's a code. More than anything, it's a code that the Japanese samurais used to live by. And that code I instill in my life today. And it's such a big part of my life. It has to do with integrity, respect, courage, honor, compassion, honesty, and loyalty. These are all the codes of my life. So with all these things that I've discovered, I kind of put them all together, and it helps me live my life. I just literally just call it my faith. But when I try to tell people what my faith is, it's just that. It's a combination of all those things. It's something that helps bring peace of mind to me, because when you're bipolar, like I said, every day, every moment is crazy. It's a lot going on, and you're trying to process everything at that time. So it helps to have that peace of mind. So I literally practice that every day of my life. It's an integral part of who I am. I can honestly say, without me having my faith as I explained it, I probably wouldn't be who I am and what I am today, which is in a much more positive and calm and peaceful place. It's something very, very important to me. So I hope with all the people dealing with mental illnesses out there, and bipolar in my case, that they do, seek out other outlets and possibilities, and know that if you're willing, and you're willing to give up, I guess, a part of yourself to it, there is peace of mind out there for you. And it doesn't have to be masked with alcohol. It doesn't have to be masked with drugs. It doesn't have to be masked with all these negative things. You can genuinely find peace of mind in other outlets. So I think that was just really important for me to talk about, because in my previous episode, when I was talking about my redemption, this played a big part in my redemption. This played a big part in me coming back and my road back and making things so much better for me and clearer in my life. So I wanted to share that with you all, because I hope this helps, because I know, personally what it feels like to have a million thoughts going on and to, need that peace of mind. So with that being said, I hope this helped you all out there, and stay healthy, stay strong in mind. But most of all, don't let the demons get you down. Later.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. I'll be back with an all-new episode very soon. Until then, you can catch past episodes of Dance with My Demons podcast on anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast on. You can also catch me on Instagram at Dance with My Demons 69, on Facebook, Dance with My Demons podcast, on X at DWMD podcast 69. And also, if you or somebody you know is going through an emotional or mental crisis, 988 is the National Suicide Lifeline. Keep that in mind. We're all in this together, and everybody needs each other's help. So until then, stay strong in mind, stay strong in heart, but most of all, don't let the demons get you down. Later.